Traditional contact sports like rugby are often defined by the explosive output of force. Success is measured by the ability to drive through resistance and overcome physical obstacles with power. But look at the mechanics of this aerobic leap. The athlete is working just as hard, yet the physical strain is entirely hidden. The intensity of the workout is masked by a continuous, fluid motion. In physical education, aesthetics serves as the framework for this type of movement. It prioritizes body control, rhythm, and grace, shifting the focus from how much force you can generate to how well you can manage your body in space. Aerobics functions as a form of applied physics. It requires you to maintain a high heart rate and heavy respiratory demand while simultaneously executing precise, fine motor coordination that follows a strict tempo. To understand how this works, we have to look at the biomechanics and structural choreography that allow an athlete to transform intense exercise into a visual art form. Developing a routine begins with the add-on method. Rather than trying to memorize a complex 16-count block all at once, you start with a single movement, master it, and then attach the next. This logical progression prevents the brain from being overwhelmed by too much information at once. The first building block is the march. You can find the foundation of this movement by simply tapping your foot to a steady beat. That is the external pulse, the metronome that dictates the timing for every step that follows. During a high knee march, postural alignment is the priority. Keeping the spine neutral allows for maximum lung expansion, which is necessary to fuel the muscles as the intensity of the routine rises. Once the march is established, we add the step touch. This introduces lateral movement, requiring the body to manage its balance while weight is shifting side to side away from the center line. Because these steps are continuous, they provide what is known as dynamic flexibility. Unlike holding a static pose, this rhythmic motion keeps the muscles warm and lubricates the joints, reducing the risk of injury during the workout. Layering these fundamental steps creates a safe, rhythmic baseline. It allows the body to build cardiovascular endurance before the choreography becomes more complex. The grapevine adds another layer of difficulty. It follows a specific sequence: a step to the side, a cross behind, another step to the side, and a touch. This movement relies on momentum conservation. As your weight travels sideways, your core must engage to act as an anchor. This allows you to stop your lateral momentum and reverse direction without stumbling. When this core engagement is timed to hit perfectly with the downbeat of the music, the effort becomes invisible to the viewer. This alignment of physics and rhythm creates the visual appearance of total effortlessness. To keep the routine from feeling static, we use spatial awareness. Moving the entire sequence forward, backward, and side to side across the floor makes the performance more dynamic and visually engaging for an observer. Achieving a sense of flow isn't just about memorizing steps. It is about managing momentum and physical space while staying locked to a beat. Aesthetic movement is deeply connected to its environment. A routine is most effective when it reflects the specific culture and traditions of the people performing it. In Uganda, this can be achieved through fusion aerobics. This involves taking traditional elements, like the sharp, rhythmic shoulder movements of the Kiganda dance, and mapping them onto a standard aerobic count. Adding these traditional upper body isolations increases the fine motor difficulty of the routine. It forces the heart and lungs to work harder, while the mind focuses on maintaining complex, localized coordination. The final stage of this integration is team synchrony. The visual impact of the routine changes completely when dozens of students move in unison across a field. At this scale, the emphasis shifts from individual display toward group unity. Success is measured by how well the group can cooperate to maintain a single synchronized rhythm, reinforcing the value of collective effort over individual dominance. Mastering aesthetics in physical education shows that exercise can be as expressive as it is challenging. By learning to control the body with grace and rhythm, learners gain a discipline that serves them in every other area of sport and life.